All right. Good afternoon, gang. I hope you are having a fantastic weekend. Something to get your mind off of how crappy last week was. So I'm just gonna go in with a small watch list this week. Um, I don't like picking up stocks to the downside that are already down a lot, and last week they were already, pretty much just in a free fall. So don't want to chase these runs down. I'd like to just wait for a nice green day to pick up some short plays to the downside. So really just going in Monday here with three stocks on watch. And we'll just kind of see how it plays out. So the first one that I'm looking at is going to be Nucor, right? And Nucor had a really nice pullback here on Friday after making an all-time high on Thursday. As you can see, it's been in a really good running up stage lately. So I want to use Friday's pullback as a decent entry to this 21-day moving average. Typically, it rides the 8 and 21 fairly well, fairly tight. When it does pull back to the 21, it usually bounces. So that's what I'm looking for here. Two plays on this one. You can sell it naked down at the 130s. So be, decent run room. And then your defined one, you can get the 150s, which will put you slightly below the 21 moving average. Okay. So looking at Nucor, um, there is a little bit of IV left, so you can try to get away with it here in the May 20th. That is going to be, tomorrow will be 25 days to go. So it's a little short. Hopefully, it won't be more than just this week of a hold. But, excuse me. Here it is. Looking at the 130 puts, about $1.20. It's going to give a great pop, 92%. It is a little expensive, $1,300 for 1,200 $1,300 for $120. Excuse me, but for this pop, I am okay putting up $1,300. All right, your defined version, you're going to come on up here to the 29 delta, so 150, 145s, and I would be looking to get at least a buck 30 here, and it's going to give you a 67 pop. Another one, really good defined risk with decent probability, and then like I said, you're fine there. All right. So the next one's going to be Tesla. Tesla has just been kind of struggling lately. Really made those runs, but it got choppy. It dropped. It rallied halfway. It's just kind of hanging out there. So it's not doing a whole lot. So I'm looking at doing a short-term Condor on this one. Right, getting up there almost to some resistance levels and then dropping below the 200-day for support. So with Tesla, this is also going to be another short-term one. Okay, so going to the main monthly, looking at the 850, 845 put spread, and then the 1185, 1190 call spread, making that an iron condor for about a buck 30, buck 40, and a 68 pop, which is really, really good for an iron condor. Okay, and as you can see, well past the expected move on both sides. All right. And then the last one is UAL. Airlines have been holding up pretty well here lately. They've all gapped up with their earnings and are starting to push back up. So with this one, I'm looking at going all the way out to June to give it time to play out, and just selling this one down well below the 200-day and most moving averages. It did bounce off or almost bounced off of some resistance here, but I feel like they still have some good run room to go. So with UAL, this will be June's monthly. And looking at selling those 40 puts, okay, 80 cents is going to give you two contracts, 87 pop, $160 for 800 bucks. I mean, you could even probably, if you really wanted to be like super conservative, you can drop yourself possibly, depending on where it opens, all the way down to those 37s and have a 93%, getting 50 cents. It's 100 bucks for 740. I mean, really good odds on this play, but I like the nice round numbers here at 40. Now, if you had to define it, let's just take a look here. 30, 60, 90. It's a little low. Okay, like not a lot of credit, so I'd probably stick with like a 3 wide for 75 cents. It's not the greatest credit, but you could do that with two contracts, put up 450 to make 150, and you have a good 65 pop. 47 does put you a little bit closer than I would like. It's actually right below the 8 EMA instead of well below the 200 day. And then that's going to be it, you guys, right now. Like I said, I wish I could find a short play to the downside, but most stocks got killed Thursday and Friday, and I don't want to pick them up down there that far. I'd rather wait for a. All right. So have a great rest of your weekend, and maybe one day I'll see you all in chat.